Hi everyone, this is your Love Tap video, tips for building self-compassion. What is self-compassion? Self-compassion is where you're kind to yourself, you're gentle with yourself, you recognize that you don't have to be perfect, and kind of the human condition, if you will. The opposite of having self-compassion is listening to what's called your inner critic. Many, if not most people or more people, are hard on themselves. And that's when your inner critic noise, your inner critic voice is running the show. And when your inner critic runs the show, you're not that nice to yourself. So self-compassion is something that you want to build. And I'm going to give you a couple benefits before I give you the tips. Number one, being critical of yourself or letting the inner critic run the show, being harsh, condemning yourself, judging yourself, is very bad and detrimental to your mental and psychological well-being. There's plenty of research to show that it leads to psychological disorders, anxiety disorders, personality disorders. This is really bad stuff. The benefits, on the other hand, of building skills and being compassionate with yourself include happiness, more energy and vitality, obviously better mental health, as well as peace of mind. These are things that are very powerful if you want to have a happy life. So the process of building self-compassion it's a process. And in the process, you're going to be turning down the volume or lowering the noise of the inner critic that's judging and condemning you. So here's a few tips to get you started. The first thing I recommend is that you get really good on self-care. Self-care is not something everybody does. It's great for your health. It's amazing. It can be extremely fun. I'm a fan of fun. So you want to make it fun, but that's a building block. You want to have a foundation if you want to have a happy and healthy life, having fun and living life. You want to have a good foundation, rock solid foundation for self-care. I have a video about that. I have a blog post about that. It's really great stuff. That's, in my opinion, the best place to start. The second thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make a mental and emotional commitment that this has enough value for you that you're all in. You're going to jump in and go to work on building self-compassion skills. And they're just really skills and abilities. The next thing I recommend, and you may or may not want to do this, but I recommend you telling people, hey, I just realized I'm really hard on myself. And I have a commitment to become self-compassionate because I want those good, juicy benefits. I did this when my kids were very young. And I just explained that I realized I was really hard on myself, and I wanted them to point out anytime that they noticed I was being hard on myself. Oh my gosh, I think it was 5 minutes after I told them about this that one of them said, oh, I think that's you being hard on yourself. Oh, I think I just caught you. Yes, they caught me all over the place, and it was very helpful. So if you can open yourself up, be a little vulnerable, and let people know this is what you're working on. Actually, I told my adult friends, and some of them decided that was probably not a bad idea for them to work on. So you could create a little team, get some people who are going to support you, because it's going to take an awakeness. You're going to have to really wake yourself up to what you think about yourself, to start to listen to what you're saying about yourself, and that's going to be very powerful. And even if you don't want to do that, I highly recommend that you implement a reward system. Rewards are fun. Okay, if it's not fun, it's not a reward. And rewards can really help you as you're on this journey because it's hard sometimes for people to develop new habits, new practices, new empowering beliefs and attitudes. So rewards can help you stay motivated, plus they're fun, plus it should be something good. So I recommend you reward yourself while you're working on yourself, which is the next tip, which is growth and development. It's going to help you free you up from your wounds of the past, any traumas, any of the bad stuff. Growth and development is an access to happiness, an access to an empowered life, and access to all the good stuff. And that can promote healing and allow yourself to start to be kind and compassionate. The last thing is, what will really help you to develop Self-compassion is to be well loved. And I have a video about that in the young people section. And it's really something that many older and old people haven't been. They haven't been well loved. And this is something you want to put right on your list as goal, to be well loved, because it's amazing. It's miraculous. It might not come from your family. That happens a lot. I have a bunch of videos about bad parents, bad families, siblings who are mean, parents who play favorites. All of that stuff can leave people being very harsh on themselves, can leave them with low self-esteem. And these are all things that you can get ahead of. You don't have to be stuck. So I hope you're going to start to become awake and aware to how you treat yourself and get on that train of growth and development and self-care and all the good stuff, because I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to have like a rich, wonderful life. Please let me know how I can help you. Take care.